what also comes with it is the dreaded DEI that everyone talks about. um, that doesn't really exist. But the tech industry has a lot of trans femmes in it. So like I'm doing pretty good, I think. Here's where I left off in Zelda. Are you ready? All of my armor is fully upgraded. Every single piece. That was quite a bitch. I do need to go get more fans. That was so funny though, that um that person when I was like, hey, yeah, I'm trans. I don't have to hide it really anymore because it doesn't matter. And that person was just like, I'm thinking about it too. I'm gonna message you. Cause like, I just was not expecting that. Like, holy shit. But good for them that they like want to try to seek that out. It's unfortunate that they cannot. This person hasn't told me their desired pronouns. I'm not gonna assume anything. That's 6. That's enough for 2 craft. See, just what a mess. It was such a mess today. And even though I'm desperate for another job, I don't necessarily want it with this company anymore. They're so like mega capitalist corporation mentality that they just constantly lay people off. And in the last year, there was like 3 furloughs. It's not like the company's going under or anything like that. They're still in the Fortune 100. The problem is that they fucking aren't. They're like, they've pinched so many pennies that they're starting to run out of ways to pinch. No! Oof, no. No. I need to save this as a favorite. Stop, I know I used it a lot. My friend and I got separated. I'm so tired I can't move. Have no fear. I will steal you. Hop in the trunk. We go. So you know what I'm gonna do now? Go get a job at another mega capitalist corporation. We're in another 5 years, they'll just lay me off again. Thus the cycle continues. Ad nauseum. I'm gonna need some Tums. At the very least, there's a portion of my code that exists out there on their servers that they are unaware that it has a Zelda reference in it. That's my legacy. Zelda reference. My friend and I got separated. Friend's doing up a smoke signal. I can't wait to catch up. I'm so tired. I can't move. Get in the trunk, bitch. Bitch. What? Bang. Oh. My hubris. Oh no, I've been... My hubrisy. No. I'm at least glad that Daryl also got laid off. I know that's mean, but Daryl's such a fuck. Give me this, whatever it is. Oh, cool. Useless. God damn it. It's too slow. Wanna know a fun fact about this game? Gliders. They only last like, I don't fucking know, like 60 seconds or some shit. That's not the fact. The fact is that if you fly the glider backwards, it won't despawn. Because it only it's like little despawn timer only goes down if it generates lift. If it's flying backwards, it doesn't generate lift. It also doesn't despawn if it's fully submerged in water. Which is kind of useless, but... Oh! It's get up. See, I gotta file for unemployment. And then... figure out health insurance. Heather's gonna fucking get a second job, which really sucks, but it is what it is, you know? On the other note of Koroks, this is kind of interesting. So, if you were watching my last stream, you would have seen that the Koroks, I had an odd amount of Koroks left. But I only have the times 2 Koroks to get, according to my map. That's not going to equal 1,000. So, obviously, I counted one that I didn't get. So I searched and I searched, and it was in the Gerudo Desert. I didn't actually search that one. You see, I went online. It's like thinking, what if there's 999? No, there's 1,000. Like, fuck. Alright. Then I was like, maybe there's something wrong with the map that I'm using. Like, it's missing this one. No. But, oddly, most of the people that said that they were off by 1, everyone said, did you try the Gerudo Desert? Because I was off by 1. And I started to relook in the Gerudo Desert and I found it almost instantly. And each person kind of had a different one. One person wasn't in the Gerudo Desert. But the few people I saw said Gerudo Desert, mostly. I said, fuck it, I'll try that. Then I'll try the castle. And then I'll try Hebra, because that was One of the first places I did, so maybe I was distracted a lot because I did that off stream, a lot of it. And fucking, I found it instantly in the Gerudo Desert. It was like the 5th location I looked on my map. What is up with that? That's crazy. So either coincidence, or there's some weird like visual thing in the desert that makes it more prone for people to think that they have something that they don't. That makes sense. Okay, now we truly have 100 remaining. Or less than that. But we had like 106 at the beginning of stream. We're at 98. I have to warp to find out, or figure out how many can be in your inventory after you've traded them all in. But whatever. I'm very sad that doesn't seem like the Great Fairy has special dialogue for upgrading all of your armor. She just goes, it doesn't seem like I get upgrade any of your armor. Let's just look at it though. See what you're missing. I scrolled through every piece of armor. I have them. They're all upgraded. So I was expecting her to at least like get disappointed that she can't shove me in her gigantic her fussy. Oh, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't like that one. That was my bad. Where's the croc? I also double checked. Is that him? There he is. I also double checked all the remaining 2 positions. So everything should line up. Oh, hi. I love that they roll. You don't see that very often in this game. Meow! My friend, I go separate. Besides Makar, I think that's my favorite one. With the leaf shape. He's great. Excuse me, sir. I'm working here. Fucking... I'm unemployed and I just instantly become an Uber driver. I don't like this long boy. I don't like the long boy at all. I feel like he's compensating for something. And that matters. Don't. Look, I like my wood to be long. If you know what I mean. Not that kind of long. Like with at least 2 O's. Maybe a U. And an L. What the fuck's that L doing there anyway? I don't like this guy. He seems sassy. Look at him. He's up to no good. He'll sleep with your wife when you're not looking. Ugh. Yeah, ha ha ha, he says. Okay. There. There. Also, so I've been doing Goot updates on Twitter. If you're not following my Goot updates, I'm sorry. They're very pleasant. Except for today's. Today's was obviously a little not happy. But my eyes are fucking up. I got goopy eyes and I can't. Hey. Sure. And, no. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go. Let's try to path this, even though these are like impossible to path in groups like this, but who cares? Where'd you put my car? So I've been doing the Goot updates. If you don't know what that is, it's basically there's a goose at my work who has a nest in the middle of the parking lot, basically in like the rock area between two sides of the parking lot. And yeah, she set up her nest there. She also doesn't have a boyfriend. Normally the boy like kind of helps, as far as I understand, supervise and protect. Well, she do egg. He might also switch. I don't know their like thing. I just know that he should be around. He's not though. I did see some dead geese on the road, like who got hit. 2 of them. So I don't know if those could have been them, but they were a bit further down. Or she could have just broke up with him, I don't know. And so every work day, I've been trying to do a Goot update. Where I just say words in front of the camera and then point the thing at the Goot and say something silly. I'm trying to make you my trap queen. Oh. Why? Chespin Life. Hi. How are you? How's your Chespin? Is he streaming right now? The Goot though, I say something silly. This motherfucker killed my car. He just blew it up for no reason. Alright. have Fent. We can do it together. I don't know what you're talking about. What the fuck? And I got, like... I probably cried the same amount of times about losing my job as I did thinking that I'm not gonna see that goose ever again. Like, I thought the goose was gonna leave... Oh shit. Was gonna leave the nest with the babies before I left. Apparently not. Wait. So like, I guess tomorrow's gonna be the final food update. Maybe. I probably don't want to go back to my work after not having to go there anymore. And it won't be my work anymore. Tech industry sucks. Go get a job, it's great. Bobo really went crazy there. That didn't kill my fucking... I did that one. Oh shit! My hubris! Oh, for fuck's sake. No. No. I wonder if every single time the Korok like drops your little contraption it does the damage. And that's why it disappeared? I don't know. Oh, that's a wolf. Look at it, it's a wolf. It's a bow wow. That has to be a wolf. You can't tell me otherwise. My pair of eyes saw the pareidolia. Shit, that's so far away. Tomorrow's good update will probably be a little happier. A bit more hopeful. It's also fun that I get to be at work and just not do anything. I don't have to like do any coding or documentation. Like they're talking about, oh, you guys have to maybe do some documentation on what you worked on before you leave. That changed very quickly. They were just like, just fucking whatever. Because honestly, if the company is gonna lay me off, they can go fuck themselves. If they want to restart the project, if they want to bury themselves in a hole, they can dig themselves out. Yeah. Buddy, you're not the driver. Get out of there. median salary for my position is like 100K, which is an upgrade. So if I can just get a different job, I might be fine. It's the healthcare is a big concern, because when I get to a new place, they're not necessarily gonna have the same health insurance. My current health insurance is really good. Luckily, if I get on new health insurance, it's considered a continuation of care for what I'm doing. So actually getting re-prescribed stuff is fine. Waggling that ass. I also really hope that we don't have to move. Because moving just sucks. But if I can make big bucks in a place that's has cheaper housing, I might be able to fucking get a house. But don't, don't get my hopes up. A lot of tech places are in high rent places because, oh, you can be taken advantage of. Bro, I know. This means just to get you. Put you in your car seat. There. Buddy down here somewhere. Where is he? What? There he is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cancel my therapist appointments. Don't, dude. Smack his ass. Nice shot of Hudson there. hardest part about this entire process is interviewing. I'm bad at it. I know a lot of people say that, but I've had 3 jobs, and I've had... Does that count? Oh. And also, like, I've had like 6 interviews in my life. Six or 7. So I had one at Kohl's way back in the day. The person was like, well, we're not really hiring right now unless you really have like a lot of retail experience. No. Okay. Bye. Cool. So then I went to a call center. That interview went like this. Alright, do you have call center experience? No. Do you have sales experience? No. Do you have customer service of any sort of experience like that? No. Like, do you have any job experience? It's like, no. Like, okay. Will you be offended if somebody gets mad at you on the phone? It's like, no. And I said, alright, well, your training date is on this day. And I was like, don't tell me he's right there. No, he's right in front of you. Wait, did I not? I'm an idiot. Don't look. Don't look what happened. I didn't attach him to the butt. He was right next to the butt. And I didn't attach him. Oh my god, I think oh no. So I was very confused because that was my first time getting a job, and I said no to almost every single question. Actually, it wasn't a question. And they said I had a training date, so I was like, call my parents, and I'm like, does that mean I got a job? And they're like, yeah. It's like, okay. Cool. So then I was at that job for a bit, and it was like 7 years. I moved up in the company. I was a cold call person. Then I was a retention person. Then I was a manager. Like a oh no, that didn't happen next. Then I was a retention customer service. Then I was a manager on the customer service calls. Then I was a floor supervisor where I didn't have to be on the phone anymore, and I managed employees. But like I was a sidekick, and then sometimes I would be on the phone still if they needed help. Then I was QA, where I would grade people's phone calls. Then I became like operations supervisor, which is like no longer the sidekick, but the main person in charge of the entire call center when I was working. And then I was part of IT. Then one day they were like, look, the weekends aren't the most busy. And the managers are really handling, like, each campaign's manager was handling each campaign at that point. So they're basically like, we don't need you anymore. We gotta cut costs because we do newspapers. And those were dying. And they said that you just graduated college, so you have the best chance of getting a job. And like an upgrade too. So they laid me off. Of course I was sad, but then like I updated my resumes, and then I put them out there. And like 2 or 3 weeks later, somebody from a temp agency called me, who worked for a temp agency position, worked for a big computer manufacturer. No! And it was a place in town that I wanted to work at. Oh, how naive I was. But the interview... Well, okay, so before that I had an interview for a different place. I drove down to Denver. I got into the building, and then I sat there for a while, and then nobody came to get me. And they were like, oh, sorry, the hiring manager actually isn't in today, so you can't do an interview. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm in downtown Denver. I'm in a goddamn skyscraper. I had to pay for parking. You're fucking... The hiring manager isn't in. That's bullshit. But desperate for a job, right? So then, like, that was fun. That was worth falling. So then a week later, they were like, alright, hiring manager is in. You can go. You can do an interview. So I drove down to Denver again. This was all like pre-Skype era, right? And my friend, I got supper. So I put like on my resume a whole bunch of languages that I dabbled in college, right? Just to show them that like I did shit. One of them was SQL or SQL, and this guy during the interview was like asking me very complicated SQL questions, and I'm like, look, I haven't done that much in SQL. I can't answer your specific questions. I can learn it, but like, I'm sorry. You didn't tell me what language this was for. You didn't tell me anything. And a language is a language. I can just learn it. So then he asked me, what is your confidence level with your understanding of SQL or other technologies? I'm like, well, I don't know SQL very well, but other technologies I'm decent, so maybe like a 7. And he goes, you're not a 7 in SQL. I'm like, alright, I guess I misinterpreted your question. Or you're a fucking asshole. But like this guy brought me to some level of the skyscraper, right? This was the interview room. It was just some random level in the skyscraper. And it, like, all the walls were bare. And then none of the doors had any sort of, like, markings on them. Everything was... I looked into a couple of the rooms, and the rooms were completely empty. What the fuck? What's going on there? Don't know. Sounds sketch. He was also asking so much about, like, overtime and how much I wanted to work overtime, and I was like, oh my god, are you just trying to buy my soul right now? See, I didn't get that job. But yeah, onto the job that I actually got. That was in town at the place I wanted to work at. The interview was like this. I walk in. It was for a tester position for PCs. And they're like talking about like how familiar I am with putting together hardware. So, I mean, I built a computer once, and it was not hard. It's just everything's like, all the slots are labeled and keyed. So they said, you're gonna have to do some programming work while you're here, along with testing. So they like tested me on my programming term knowledge. And I couldn't answer some of them because some of them you don't use them very often, like a pure virtual function, which I believe is something that's in an abstract class that's required to be defined. It's like not defined in the abstract class, but it has to be defined in a subclass. Like that's, yeah, it's whatever. I've never, so far I haven't seen any pure virtual classes or functions being used, but I love these little guys. Let me get in yells. Cool. So yeah, they asked me those questions. And they're like, oh, this person's really good. This person's really smart. And then there was a third person in the interview. One was a really old guy, and one was some guy that I never saw after that day. He like left. That was the coder guy. And the third guy, Martin, was like, yeah, I've got one question. Do you play video games? I said, yeah. And he's like, awesome. Cool. Right on, Martin. That's fucking Martin for you, though. Martin's a good guy, even though he's a bit odd. But see, I worked there for like 7 years. And during that time, I switched contractors twice, but had the same job. Basically, one time the contracting company got bought out by another one, so I just kind of switched. The next one was the mothership was like the company that we were doing work for. It's basically like, hey, they put this into fake quotes, but like we're wanting to consolidate all contractors in the company under one contracting company, which means less overhead. Well, they just fed us that. It was a bunch of bullshit. They didn't do that. They just wanted to renegotiate. They're fucking bidding to get a lower bidder. Which, guess what happens if they have a lower bidder? The contractors make less money. It's not. It's not for... They're not gonna pass the savings on to us. So basically I had to do an interview with the new contractor. They were like, look, we can offer you this price with this price. Or wage. Because like we were like going back and forth a little bit. I was like, look, I need this wage, which is basically what I was making, but you guys have less vacation time. So you need to give me this much more. I said fine. So I still had a job there. And one of the people that worked in the building is like, hey, I work for some people that do programming. He was a tester, but you know, my group does programming and I think they're looking for somebody. It's like, yo, hook me up. So then I had technically 2 interviews. I had one with the head boss guy, just trying to get who I am as a person. And then I had a technical one, which I believe I answered the questions appropriately. That was a little bit intimidating. It was a huge conference room. I was sitting in the center of the room, and then like everyone's around me. Like at the edges, basically where the tables are. And so they're all watching me code on this laptop. Like write pseudocode. It's to make the Fibonacci sequence. I answered a couple other questions. I guess I did okay because they hired me. Before that, though, I tried to get an interview with the actual parent company instead of being a contractor. Not parent company. I don't know. Whatever. And I had one interview with some lady, and she was like questioning my life choices. Well, why haven't you gotten a programming job out of college so quickly? I mean, because I'm not ready. And I got this job, and so I usually stay at places a while. I don't know. Now I want something different. So she was really questioning my decision, which is like, fuck you. It's totally like I liked it and stuff, but to her, in her fucking one-dimensional brain, I guess, it was like, oh, well, there must be something wrong. This person must have done interviews. Never got a job. I just wanted to chill. Sorry. And then like a year ago, I had an interview with another position in that big company. They're offering me a substantial amount more. So I basically had to like negotiate with my boss and be like, look, either make this much or I leave. Because this other place in the building has offered me this much. They offered me slightly less with the promise of a raise. They gave me a raise. But that interview was easy because I knew all the people. And all the interview was basically like, yeah, actually, here's what the job's about. And I know who you are, so... all I'm asking is like, why you're switching. I was super honest with them. I was like, it's just more money. That's it. Because I feel like I'm not being paid what I'm worth. He's like, fair enough. Because then he told me the wage, and I'm like, yeah, that's a lot more than what I'm making now. So... that was a bit easy. It's like I've either had nightmare I had one nightmare interview. I had actually kind of two. Two of them were terrible. Oh shit, I wasn't planning to go in this direction. Makes sense. Yeah, two of them were terrible. One was nothing, really. It just was whatever. And the rest were just fucking weirdly easy. But a lot of these tech jobs, they're like, alright, we're gonna ask you how many tires exist in China? Or wheels exist in China? Like fuck you. It's like, well, they're supposed to like see how you think about and solve a problem, but it seems so abstract that I don't exactly know what they're gonna gain out of it. Because how would I think through that problem? Well, I could do a joke. I could be like, if I tried to count them, I'd be too tired. It's a bit of a pun. I could be like, well, how many? What information do I have access to? Try the internet. Because I would look up everything on the internet. I'd look up, like, if I can't find the direct answer, I'd have to make a guesstimate. How many... Maybe we can see how many vehicles exist, how many bikes exist, how much all this. Or what's the average amount of vehicles owned by a person or a family? Stuff like that. Do some averages, do some multiplication, scale it up. Find a small sample size. Maybe there's some place that has... Oh shit. No. Find like a region that has those numbers calculated. Population density, scale it up. Or population value, rather. It's like, man, does that answer their question? Oh, flags. Well. No. But what stresses me out is the answer to these questions seem very... The right answer seems so nebulous and meaningless. That is so scary. Like, I've heard I don't remember the example, but I've heard people talk about, oh, if I was a manager, I wouldn't hire a person that said this because of this. I've heard another person go, well, I would hire them because I would think that that means this. Cool. So you're just like making up meanings. Great. I don't know a better alternative. Like, if anything shows that I'm a good team player, it's the fact that I've had, and like a good worker, it's the fact that I've had only 3 jobs, and I've never been fired. That should indicate something. hit him. Right, or not. Oh my god. It's way up here. Like, I should be null and void from these questions of merit. And, like, business ethics. Ethics, yeah, right? Ethics. No! I feel like a sabber. Yeah. Get in the trunk. Well, that's not the trunk. Oh god. Just a jerk. Here you go. We're friends. Oh, don't even say. God, you fly this thing. Wait, don't. Shit. Okay. So, like... And I know most of the time, when I've answered the, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years, they don't. There's not really a good right answer to that. I think I'm discovering that. It's literally just... I would like to still work here, but I don't want to be a manager. If that's what you're asking. I just want to chill here. Do the same thing. Hopefully not. Hopefully working on different projects and a smarter person. That's it. They're bothered by the fact that I don't want to be a manager. Fuck them. My response to that can be to, like, which it has been, it's like, I was the manager of employees. I don't like babysitting. Especially babysitting adults and then making the decision of, like, ruining their lives with a fucking layoff. No! No! There, that's right. Yeah. It's also scary because some places like to really crunch their employees, especially if they're on salary. So, like, I could end up at a place like that. It's all so stressful. I'll get through it though. How does Bobo running in a tree, not break it. Wow. Oh, he hit that rock. That was cool. Also, building resumes suck. Like, I have to put down, like, sandwich artisan. I wordsmith. I code brewed. I agree by well. Yeah. And even though, like, my sway isn't big, this company needs to realize that, like, people like me that leave are just gonna be like, don't work there. They're not nice. No, no. And me saying that will stop a whole 0 people from getting a job there. Someone else in the trans Discord just got a job here in Colorado. And like that's really good for them. But so yeah, there is hope for me, I guess. Oh, that's Sneaky River Snail. I don't like these guys very much because they look like big lips. I'm not a big fan of lips. They look funny. That's entirely a lie. I'm like hyper specific on the type of lips that I like. They can be too big. It's like like big lips. My god, that map. Jesus. I need a drink of water. Take that. Alright. I guess I'll go that way. Yeah. Yep. The next thing about being a girl is like, and a new job is, how do I dress and look professional for my job as a lady? Cause holy shit, I hate like full dresses. Ugh. They're so airy for the for the occasion. I feel that makes sense. There's also pantsuits, but I don't have that, and that requires me to spend money. Right now, I'm not in the market of spending money. There's that guy. No. So I guess I'm not finishing Zelda this week. Oh, eat a dick. It's fine. Wait, does that? Yeah, that has fans. Good. What the fuck? Did I fuck that up? I I did. Refuel. $942. Oh Lord. It's probably been said before many times, but I love that they have this giant backpack. And they're like, I can't make it to my friend. I'm so tired. But they can't. Where did they start? Where did they start this adventure? How far did they go? What's in their backpack? And how did this guy make it? I also love that they have a little branch that they wrap around. And like, even after he gets here, he's still trapped. Holy shit. It really just hit me. Fucking murder. Oh, good. Horses shouldn't exist. They really shouldn't. What are they even trying to accomplish? What is their end goal? They're up to no good. Double kill. Oh, no. Also, no offense, Nintendo, but you could have came up with new Leaf designs since Wind Waker. You could have added a few more. You could have reused Makar. You could have. I don't know what like zone I devices I'm gonna need for the final boss, if any. Oh, I killed that person's family. But I'm gonna grab fans. Usually be not phased at all. Always a little phased. Oh, usually for these final boss situations in these games, they give you all the stuff that you need in the boss room. So I'm probably gonna be fine. Yeah. Oh yes, the green. That one's way over there, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, the green. Oh god, what I murdered. I got separated. He's over there. It's pretty nice setting up a smoke signal. I can't wait to catch up. I'm so tired though, I can't move. Clocks are sensual, but still. No, I don't want to talk to you. Yeah. Oh god, I was listing off like doing everything like in the game so it worked. So I was like, I'm not almost 100%ed it. And they asked what that meant. So I listed off a bunch of things. But I didn't list off shrines. Was it roots? Or bosses? Or which this one's it's significant, but the special weapons. I didn't I didn't mention any of that. I just thought I was like I don't like the signs, and I didn't even say the wells. Jesus Christ. That's funny. That's where that goes over a cup move. Don't wait. Don't skip a step. It's like when you drive off without your kid at the store. I've never done that. Don't look at me. Robot, please. What's he got there? Just doing some dog fighting. I've got those guys good. Part of my duping process, so I got down, I was able to do pretty much everything. There's a couple of the dragon stuff that I needed to go get because I never got it, or one of them I ran out already a long time ago, I guess. But I got to the very end where I needed 3 sets of 20 luminous stones, 3 sets of 30 luminous stones, 25 opals, and 40 amber. When I had 35 amber, I had 20 opal. Actually, no, I had 10 opal. Sorry. And 0, well, like 1 luminous stone, sure. And if you're not aware, you can basically have 20 items out at once. Technically 21, but that 21st is the item you use to finalize your dupe, which is not the item you're trying to dupe. So that one, you can't basically have 21. Oh shit, I'm out of juice. So my strategy was basically, I could have done storage, but I don't want to do storage. It's kind of annoying. And since I just needed 5 more amber. And once I could dupe everything to 20, I basically needed like 1 more luminous stone, and then 10 more luminous stone, and just 5 more opal. So I got the opal to 20 by duping. I got the luminous stone to 20. Then I went and just found luminous stone ore deposits. And along the way I hit whatever other ore deposit I found. So I was able to get amber entirely. The 5 I needed, I just got it. And then I got, so when I had 20 luminous stone, I just got 1 more so that I could, 1 or 2. So I could just go back, turn it in for the 20, and then I had a couple to start duping again to 20. And so I got a couple locations. Those were fine. I found some opal along the way, but eventually I made it to 34 opal, and I didn't, or no, 24 opal. I needed 1 more, and I just didn't increase. So I thought I just saw the dragon. I want to look at him again. Am I insane? Don't answer that. So I found a couple places that had luminous stone, but I ran out of those places. So I went to some sky islands that have big giant floating luminous stone rocks. You get a whole bunch from. And I've pretty much depleted all the like luminous stone walls that give you a shit ton, as far as I know. So, and those don't ever come back. So eventually I ran out of those too in the 30s. And oh, it was the last 30 where I ran out. And so I went to the like the item. Where the fuck am I? There's like an item map that shows you where all the items that spawn in this game exist. Which is a pretty cool map. It's all data mined, right? And I this will be the last batch. Hopefully this doesn't take very long. Hey, we'll only do the 4 because it's already midnight. So I found a few of those and just, got it. But I still had 1 more opal. So, I was like, alright, where can I just buy opal? I've got enough rupees. I started this whole thing with 70,000 rupees. And now I only have 7. It literally takes about 100,000 to upgrade all armor. But anyway, I was like, where do I buy it? So I looked at it. I searched that online. The first post I get to had the most useless information in it. And whoever typed this information, fuck you. Alright. Stop. They asked, I want opal for an upgrade. Where can I buy it? And The top response is, I advise you go explore more of the game, because there's caves that have ore deposits and stuff, and you can get some opal from those. And certain, like, chests. Bro literally just said, oh, you want more opals? You want to find an exact location for opals? Have you tried looking in the entire map? Basically. Like, yeah, he said caves with ore deposits, but I bet you he knows that by now. He and or she. I don't know where I'm going. I don't. I lost it. Here. Oh, I can kind of see it. Just what a waste of space that comment is. And to be the top comment is stupid. Because imagine that was me asking that. Oh, go explore. What is that shiny thing? What is that? Oh, I think that's the ocean way far off. Imagine if I asked that and they're like, yeah, just go explore more. Motherfucker, I've been, like, everywhere. Fuck you. I'm done exploring. This wasn't anyone that, like, just all of a sudden went, well, I just hit start on the game, and I'm in some cave with Zelda, and I would like some opal. No. Idiot. So, I scrolled down, and one person said, well, Frost Talus dropped a line. It's like, good. That is a good alternative answer to where do I buy it. Is I don't know exactly where to buy it, but here's an exact, like, thing you can look for that should have it. Not, I'm just finding the ore deposit somewhere. Like, imagine if somebody said, where do I get silver Lionel mace horn? And someone's like, you probably should just explore more in the world, and you know, eventually you should find it. Or maybe you could say it's on a fucking silver Lionel, and here's where they are. Anyway, I went and fought a frost house. I got like 8 opals that dropped. And I got my final armor. I was getting a little annoyed with duping though, because it's so repetitive. And I've been doing it for like 15 hours. I like... You ever get like so fed up with doing something and you just want to leave it? You start getting sweaty. That's what it felt like. I was starting to get a little sweaty and like, I just want to be done. In like the last hour. I'm done though now. Was it worth it? No. I mean, some people will argue with me, well, you cheated because you didn't, but... Motherfucker, it still took me 15 hours. What happened to Bobobo? Oh. This is taking so long. Oh, a Lionel. I don't remember him being here, but... oh well. There's like a Korok over there. Oh. There he is. Oops, oops, oops. Well, I feel like a separator. I'm so tired, I can't move. No. This one's fast, and the next one should be easy. They're all easy, really. They don't require very much. Wow. Oh, yo, Amaranth. I love seeing her ass in the yoga pants. She is still a thing on Twitch. I probably shouldn't ask that. 'Cause I probably won't like the answer. Go up. Oh! Sick. Stop. I got separate radios, I think I'm so supposed to know. Pia! Final one today. I shouldn't have even done this one, but the last two, but that's okay. We're saving the world. Look at that map. That's all we have left. 962. We have 38 more. But that's it for me. Thanks for hanging out. More stream tomorrow. It's my last day at my workplace.